Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Random Rants. And today I went ahead and I wrote it up for y'all. I had like this thought that came to my mind last night, and I was just like, you know what, I need to make a video on this subject. Please continue to watch this video if anything that I'm about to say resonates with you in any way. If you feel like you might lack a little bit of self-control, you lack a little bit of self-discipline, if you feel like you kind of can basically just never tell yourself no, you kind of just give yourself whatever you want, you know, there's no, if you want something, you're gonna go get it. If you want to do something, you're gonna do it. If that's the type of person that you are and you feel like you really can't find that grasp of self-control and consistency and self-discipline, then girl, I got you. Or whoever is watching this video, I got you. Keep watching. Yeah, basically the title of this video is going to be something along the lines of why keep restarting? Why do we keep restarting? So let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, I think that the first biggest thing that we have to realize is that we have nobody to really tell us what to do, where to go, how to act. Nobody to really mold us and shape us. I mean, of course our parents did their best until we got to a certain age and we thought that, you know, no one could tell us what to do anymore. And you know, of course we'll always have God. He'll always be in ultimate control, but even God gave us free will to, you know, do whatever our hearts desire. And so I feel like that's the first thing that we need to recognize, is that we are our own like discipliner. Is that a word? We're our own like person that tells us what to do. It's us. We give ourselves what we want, but we also need to realize that we are also the person that needs to tell us when to slow down or when to stop or when to start, you know. So that's the first thing I feel like we need to recognize and be like, okay, I am basically the boss of my own life and I need to start acting like that. So I feel like since there is no one to control us, and since we're not really thinking about our future that much, like our future selves, like of course everyone daydreams about their future and about what they want and about, you know, all the nice things that they want and all the things that they want to do, but we don't act like it for some reason. Hold on, let me get my words together. Hold on. We're focused on making ourselves happy in this moment, right now, today, right now, at this second. Whatever makes us happy, that's what we're focused on. We're not focused on, in 6 months from now, this is how I'm gonna feel about it, or this is how it's gonna be, or whatever. So I feel like once we recognize that the future us matters just as much as the present us, we'll start to take care of ourselves a lot more. We'll start to do a lot more for ourselves, because the future, you just imagine your future self in 6 months from now. If you really double down on your boundaries and you say, you know what, I am gonna start working out, I am gonna change my diet, I am gonna, you know, stop drinking every day, I am gonna stop smoking every day, I am gonna start saving money like I said I was, because in 6 months from now I want to be in a different place. But for some reason in our little tiny human brains, it's so hard to grasp the idea of how time works, and like how it's impossible for you to want something so bad but your present actions aren't showing it. It shouldn't even make sense. Like, those two things can't really go together. So when I say in 6 months from now I want my body to look like this, I want to be at my goal weight, But currently, every single day, I'm still making an excuse as to why I can't work out, why I can't eat the right things, why I'm still eating McDonald's, even though I know it's bad for me. It's kind of like, you know, like, that's, I think, the next biggest thing that we have to understand. So I wrote something down about instant gratification and how I feel like that when I feel like when you do get things quickly, like fast money or like fast whatever, like a quick something, I feel like it never compares to what you would have gotten if you just would have waited. Like, I still do think that, you know, sometimes it's great to get things quickly, but I feel like sometimes waiting for those bigger blessings, it's more of a reward than anything. And that's what I feel like we're missing. We're missing out on those bigger blessings because we keep trying to get those small wins and those small victories. And if we just push ourselves to hold out or to wait or to do something or to not do something, we could see those results, even though it might take a little bit longer. And I know that as humans, our flesh wants things right now and at this second. I definitely think that it's worth the wait. God will never make you wait for something for years and it's not worth it. You know, you'll never be disappointed by waiting. So that brings us into the topic of, why do we keep restarting? Why do we finally put in all of this work to be self-disciplined, to have self-control? We get into the mindset, we build up the courage and the confidence to finally do it, and we're like, yes, I finally started working out consistently, I finally started eating right, I finally ditched fast food for 30 days, and I'm, you know, I plan on sticking to it. It's just like, why do we do that? Why do we finally build up the courage to do what we've always been wanting to do? We'll start working out, it's feeling good, your body feels good, you're like, man, I'm so glad I'm doing this. And then one day, just like it happens every single time, that one thing comes up, that one excuse that you find, and it's like, you're back to square one. You're back to day one. I've been working out for a couple days, congratulations. I'm gonna take a rest day because I'm just so tired. I'm gonna take a rest day, and then you never go back. You never go back to the gym. You don't. You just stop. That's it. You say you tried, and that was it. And that's just like not good enough for me anymore. And I'm really making these videos, these rants, talking to myself essentially. I'm not really talking to you guys, even though I am. I'm essentially making these videos for myself. Like, I'm just so tired of building up the confidence to finally start something and then not finishing it. Like, I'm sick and tired of it. And honestly, I feel like that leads me into my next point of there just has to be a light switch moment. I've been seeing, like, if you scroll on Instagram and you read comments of like these influencer, like the lifestyle people, how they get up and work out and work and do all these things with their day, and you see people that are like, why can't I stay consistent? How do you stay so consistent? And honestly, there's no secret, there's no, like, there's nothing you could take, there's nothing you could do. I mean, honestly, it has to be a mental thing. Like, honestly, it has to be a mental thing. It has to be like, you have to want this for yourself. When I started working out a couple days ago again, and I was like, okay, you know what, this time is gonna be the time. Like, I'm not gonna start working out and then stop and then never start again. Like, no, for some reason this time feels different. And I feel like, honestly, you just have to get to that breaking point of, this time is different. I know what I want and I know how to get it, and so I'm gonna do it. And I feel like that's our biggest problem, is that we be having the keys, we have the formula, we have the recipe, but for some reason, because we have free will, we're not gonna do something that our bodies don't want to physically do. Even if our minds want it, even if our hearts want it, if our bodies don't want to do it, we will not do it. And so you have to be strong enough to fight that mental battle and just do it. Just do it. Like, consistency is mental. Anything you do is mental. And honestly, you just have to love yourself enough. You have to love your future self enough to get up and do it. It's trash day. Oh my gosh. When my light switch moment happened for me, when I stopped being in it for the immediate results, when I was like, you know what, I know that these first 3 months of me working out, I'm not really going to see much change in my body, but that doesn't matter. I'm still going to do it, because in 6 months I probably am going to see some change, and it's going to be so worth it. And so you have to get past the seeing the immediate results, and you know, you have to get past getting that instant gratification that we was talking about earlier. That's it. 1 second. Let me try to finish this video right quick before it's just like you try to come to a quiet space and noise still follows you. And honestly, it's just a mental thing of knowing that, okay, I'm gonna feel good in 6 months, and I have to be content with that. I have to be okay with that, because if you're not, then you're not gonna do it. So and to sum it all up, I had this like analogy come to me last night. Basically, when we're running this race of life, we feel like we are looking at this race as it being so long. It looks so long, it looks so hard, it looks as if it's almost impossible. I was writing down like some things that I want to accomplish before the year was over, like a couple weeks ago, and in my head I was just like, oh my gosh, I genuinely don't know if I'm gonna have time for all of this. Like, in the next 7 months before 2022 is over, I don't know if I'm gonna have time. I don't know if I'm gonna have the finances. Like, this seems like a lot, and you could get discouraged doing that. Because it is a lot and it's a lot for any one person to handle, but it's not for you just to handle. It's not your race to run by yourself. You have a helpmate, you have a partner, you have a teammate, you have somebody that is there to help you when you feel like you are about to fall, and that is God. He is waiting at the halfway mark. He's not waiting for you at the finish line. He is going to finish your race for you. You just have to at least get halfway there, because he's waiting right there for you. We picture it as if, oh, this race is going to be so long and it's hard. And y'all, this race is not ours to run alone at all. Like, I feel like we keep forgetting that we literally have somebody who is waiting at that halfway mark, who you are going to pass the baton to. And babe, the race is over. As soon as you pass the baton to God, it's a trail of smoke. It's dust. Everybody else is dusted. He won. The race is over, and he will always win. And so if we stop trying to think that you finna do this all by yourself, because I promise you, you are not. Because this race is not yours to win by yourself. Of course, if we were in this by ourselves, we probably wouldn't be able to finish it. It probably would, you know, we would be done for. But just thank God that he is literally waiting at the halfway mark. He is waiting for you to finish your first half of the race, and he's waiting for you, and he will continue to wait for you forever, as long as it takes for you to get there, because as soon as you get there, he is going to finish that race for you. I promise you. Everything that you have planned out, all the things that you need to do, those are not things that you are going to be able to get done by yourself. He's right there. He's waiting. He's waiting. If you're trying to get to a certain amount of savings, he's waiting for you to at least be able to cut some things off first. He's waiting for you to be like, okay, I want to save. This is what I'm going to do to save. I'm going to stop buying this. I'm going to stop online shopping. I'm going to stop giving Amazon all my money. God, this is what I'm doing to get to my halfway mark. And he's going to say, okay, I see you. I'm here to help you. Whenever you're ready, I'm here, and I'm going to finish this race for you. If you're trying to get to your goal weight, if you're trying to change your diet, if you're trying to stop drinking, stop doing drugs, anything that you feel like makes you feel good in the moment, but it's not going to make you feel good long term. He is there to help you, and he is there to help you just win. Anyways, you guys, basically all in all of what this whole little lesson, don't keep restarting. You've already done the hardest part, and that was to start. So why go back to the hardest part? Don't do that. Stay strong, keep going. And even if you do go back to square one, it's never really square one. You're never back to where you were when you first started. You're learning, you're coming from experience, you're coming from personal experience. You've gone through things, you've changed as a person, your mindset is different. You're never back to square one. Stop thinking that just because you might have stopped, you're back to where you started, because you're not. It is always possible to start again, but starting is the hardest part. So if you have started, keep going. The race is not to be ran alone. You have the best teammate that you can ever have. Everybody else might have little teammates or whatever, but when you pass God that baton, he is out of here. The race is over, and you're in first place because you won. So keep going. Stop restarting. You got this. And yeah, I just wanted you guys to know that God is waiting for you, and he is waiting for you to want better for yourself and to do better for yourself, and he will be there to help you along the way. So I hope this kind of helped. I hope I was able to get all my words out correctly. I have so much on my mind sometimes that these videos are kind of like my visual diaries in a way. And so thank you for listening and for watching. And if this was able to help you out, or if you took anything from this, please comment down below. I would love to talk to you guys and to get to know you guys more personally. I'm just starting to open up a little bit more, and so I hope that you guys make me feel welcomed. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.